Mr. Greenwood.
Tonight, the counterfeiters who are out to con you on the run-up to Christmas.
Hit me sharply lively before the policeman comes.
What do you want for 10? Where do you think you are? You're not buying ice cream.
We hired our own Del Boy and Rodney, loaded up a van with counterfeit goods and hit the road.
Off from that front door. Hey, off.
On board this ferry about to dock in Scotland is a boatload of trouble. 6 men from Northern Ireland are coming to the mainland to buy tens of thousands of pounds worth of fake goods. The Cook Report is here to catch them as they arrive in 2 vans to take delivery at an isolated lay-by.
Are you all right, Davey, anyway? Yeah.
This is the culmination of a 4-month investigation into one of Britain's fastest-growing crimes, counterfeiting. Tonight, the Cook Report sets up its own counterfeit business and lifts the shutters on manufacturers and traders who are out to dupe the public. People like convicted criminal David Campbell, who wanted up to £1 million worth of so-called hooky gear every year. Mohammed Bilal and his partner Salim Patel from Preston, who deal in drugs, guns, stolen cars and counterfeit clothing. Ibrahim Bajit, a successful jeans manufacturer also from Preston. He and his son Imran will make us thousands of fake designer jeans, no questions asked. And from this husband and wife team, we're ordering designer sportswear, all fake and strictly against the law.
Counterfeiting is an enormous problem. It's estimated that it's up to 10% of world trade. That's billions of pounds per year. And there's growing evidence that it's linked to organised crime, drug dealing, gun running and money laundering.
This colossal warehouse is literally lined with fakes, the spoils of the biggest ever customs and excise raid on the counterfeiters. The counterfeiters, for their part, having invested the proceeds of organised crime, stood to make a cool £20 million. And the range of fake goods on offer is quite extraordinary. Clothing like Pringles sweaters here, with authentic-looking Nick Faldo packaging. Timberland, if you like it, almost any of the big brand names. We've got Louis Vuitton leather goods here, purses, backgammon sets, perfume, Chanel, Giorgio, watches, Tag Heuer for ladies and gentlemen, even Pringle watches there. But perhaps cheekiest of all, on this Fendi pen, the counterfeiters have even chosen to reproduce the Harrods barcode. To infiltrate the counterfeiting underworld, 2 Cook Report researchers doubled as Del Boy and Rodney. Like their television counterparts, they put the word out that we have hooky gear for sale.
Where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like the changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea.
With the help of trading standards, we load up our van with goods and advertise our wares. Within days, the orders are flooding in and we hit the road to meet our customers. Preston is the jeans manufacturing capital of Britain, but millions of hooky garments are also made here every year, many going for export. Among the counterfeit kings is Ibrahim Bajit. He's about to do a deal with a big foreign buyer, or so he thinks.
No.
Bajit and son Imran tell our team they can supply Versace, Calvin Klein, Armani and Levi.
Each sample in the same fit.
On the 501 fit?
On the 501 fit. Different kit, different pocket design, different everything. Diesel.
Okay.
But the fit same.
Okay, fine.
We need different patterns.
Bajit warns us it's a risky business.
Because threading the standard people, they come every 2-3 weeks.
Nevertheless, the deal is done. Bajit then reveals another string to his criminal bow. He wants paying, not in hard cash, but in hard drugs.
What can you supply?
What do you need?
Supply drugs.
Possibly. Possibly.
How much?
If we do a deal, you want to get paid on...
On the jeans, yes.
A hotel car park on the Yorkshire moors. And one of a series of meetings with Mohammed Bilal. He shows us a sample of the fake Adidas sweatshirts which cram the back of his van. We've been negotiating with him and his business partner Salim Patel for weeks.
That's good. That's good. Now.
They'll make 5,000 pairs of fake jeans every week, and they bring a sample.
We bought, which was in 3 days made. This is the fastest one that we could do, but obviously to your specifications.
Like Imran Budget, they want drugs, but they also want stolen cars and even guns, and they'd like us to supply them.
These two are countries. Weapons. Weapons.
Example.
What do you need? Delivered inside the UK?
Automatics.
Yeah, fully automatic.
With bullets.
Meanwhile, as our Del Boy and Rodney clock up the miles, they're also clocking up the business.
CK1 jeans.
This is gym owner Andy Ardle. He's a man who knows what he wants.
10 Versace jeans. Doesn't have what the Counterfeit ones. 20 perfumes mixed. 10 sweatshirts mixed.
Okay, then, Andy.
All right.
And on to the next customer. After 4 days, we've taken over £200,000 worth of orders. Leicester. And in the back streets of the garment sector, the flourishing family business of JS Fashions.
I'm looking to buy some tracksuit bottoms.
Mrs. Avtar Singh runs the company with her husband, Joginder.
Fleece or whatever. I'll tell you what I'm looking for is what I'm really looking for.
Yeah.
Do you know the ones with the...
Bottom?
Yeah, the ones with Adidas on and...
If you need a...
Umbro and that, you know?
If you need a Adidas,
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
And make an order. Only make an order.
Fake, yeah.
If you do the order, then I keep ready.
The snide, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So what do you do? Adidas, Umbro?
Adidas, anything, Pima, any. I show you one.
Yeah.
Despite the Christmas rush for genuine orders, the Singhs are not averse to a bit of double dealing. They'll fit in our order for so-called snide or dodgy gear.
First, you give me a small order.
Yeah.
Then, next time we will big order.
Yeah, that's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Larne in Northern Ireland.
All right. Hi.
And the Campbell brothers are in the soup. They've been pleading for days to see our hooky samples, so we make a home delivery.
Yeah.
Andy Campbell is keen to unload the car and get our fakes out of sight into his brother's kitchen. David spells out the realities of operating in a business also favoured by paramilitary terrorists. He explains he daren't undercut them.
Well, I don't bother them. They don't bother me much, but they would warn you, first of all, you know.
All right.
I don't give a about them. I just do my own thing, you know. I fucking take on my life. That's all I do. Will and deal's all I do.
Minutes later, over mugs of coffee, they count out how many items we've brought.
Yeah.
With an extensive network of dealers to supply, they're more interested in the quantity than the quality.
18 shirts. Very handy. There's your net. There's much you own.
Warning his son not to say a word about the deal, David Campbell counts out the cash. More than satisfied, the Campbells ask for a weekly supply of boots, jumpers, sweatshirts and tracksuits worth £25,000. But David Campbell doesn't want deliveries to his home.
I arranged a spot for it. I can't bring it, mate. I have a piece of that in my house.
Yeah.
I'd lost the on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's the chance of you picking it up and turning around?
For our Del Boy and Rodney, it's been lovely jubbly all the way. Our order book is bursting.
I've got a few kickers.
Chris Sedgwick and his mate Alex manage a hotel near Sudbury. They put in an order for £2,000, saying they'll get students to sell it as stolen.
Yeah, do a mix box.
After just a week of dodgy wheeling and dealing, our hooky order book has passed the £650,000 mark. The counterfeit con men are making a fortune. Remember Imran Budget? He wanted drugs in exchange for jeans.
What do you need?
Supply drugs. Is he coming now?
But he's about to get more than he bargained for.
And you wouldn't have been there by 2 o'clock.
Imran Budget, Roger Cook, Central Television. I want to talk to you about drug dealing and counterfeit jeans. You were offering up to 4,000 pairs of jeans a week in exchange for cocaine, weren't you? In part 2, we stir up trouble for the Campbells and other villains.
Come on.
And we find out that on Hooky Street, nothing is as it seems. London's Oxford Street, a shopper's paradise. And a haven for the army of con men peddling fake perfume and clothing.
There you go. Quickly, sharply, lively, before the policeman's come. Yes, got it.
Here, Peter Greenwood is king. On a good day, he can make £2,000 an hour. One of his cohorts, Robert Collins, sets out his makeshift stall. Collins has a tendency to turn nasty with awkward customers.
Yeah, that's it, right, no different.
We decided to see what would happen if we made a purchase and then complained.
Try before you buy.
So we do.
Hold on.
That's lovely.
But when we test the perfume, it stinks. And when we complain, Collins erupts.
£10 each if you want of it, and 10 if you don't. What would you want?
That's not the real McCoy,
What
man.
do you want for 10?
The real McCoy you said it was. You said it was the real McCoy.
What do you want for 10?
Listen, man.
Take that away. Are we here to argue? I don't mind.
I'm not arguing with you, but don't say it's the real McCoy, mate.
If you want to hit to argue, we can go round the corner and do anything you f***ing like.
I can argue with you all day. Don't say to me it's the real McCoy, mate.
Go away.
His associate, Greenwood, controls several of the 40 teams operating on any one day who take more than £3 million a year. Using surveillance footage, Westminster Trading Standards Officer Gary Cullimore explains how the sting works.
This man, who is Peter Leslie Greenwood, the organiser, he occasionally will circulate some of the goods which have been bought by people working for him. But his primary role is to organise the team and to look after what will become a very, very considerable amount of money. These 4 girls are all paid by the organiser to entice members of the public, like this gentleman here, to buy. They pass the goods that they appear to have bought to the girl in the check shirt. She is now, for instance, taking some of what the other girls just bought back to the seller, and it will be tipped back into the tray. Here is the girl coming back to the organiser. She's already in possession of a considerable amount of money. They can take a phenomenal amount of money in a short time.
So lucrative is the perfume game that the gangs quickly resort to threats and abuse. Trading Standards officers are treated with contempt. We're filming as they try to make a seizure without police help.
There's no policeman with them. There's no police with them.
Oh, can I buy one?
Take the down.
Not having the power of arrest makes life difficult.
They can't do nothing, Bolts. They can't do wank.
We've been on the road for 10 days now and have seen dozens of customers.
So, how many do you want?
Well, at the moment, I'm just saying...
This is Jason Webb from Tamworth. He places a regular monthly order.
If it works out marketing plan, like, I'll be running about up to a couple of thousand a month, maybe 1,000 a week.
We've now travelled over 5,000 miles and our order book is touching the £1 million mark. Back in Oxford Street, we have a business proposition for another of Greenwood's associates.
CKB, I think.
We ask him if he can fill a big Christmas order for Snide perfume from a local factory.
That suits you, mate.
But you definitely want them, yeah?
I'm in London, I definitely want them. I've got the money. Well, got the money in here, in my wallet.
The deal is done, and he goes to collect our order from his secret stash. We arrive to take delivery. The rendezvous, Soho Square.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to take any notice of us here. They're all loading and unloading. There's lots of lorries and vans around us. I don't know what that is. Okay. There's vans all over the bloody place. Okay. Look, do you mind if I sort of at least count them and look in the bottom of the boxes? Because I'm just a bit wary.
They've brought us over 300 bottles of counterfeit Tommy, CKB and Chanel No. 5, keen to conclude the transaction quickly and load our vehicle.
And there's one more to come there. OK. No.
But we brought along with us Gary Cullimore and a colleague from Westminster Trading Standards. Neither of the crooks feels like hanging around for a chat.
Just over 300 counterfeit perfumes, Chanel No. 5, CKB and Tommy. It was a transaction conducted by two men whose identities we're not absolutely sure of, but they're known to us as street traders on Oxford Street, who are involved themselves not only in the distribution and supply of counterfeit perfume, but also sell it themselves on Oxford Street. Street value, about £3,500.
At his pavement perfume stall, Peter Greenwood smells trouble.
Mr. Greenwood, Roger Cook, Central Television. I'd like to talk to you about your phony perfume selling operations. We've been watching you for weeks.
He can run, but he can't hide.
But here's the one was driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work?
At the end of the day, our Del Boy and Rodney could have moved out of Hookie Street into Millionaires Row. They've taken orders of over £1.3 million. But we've not just been selling, we've been buying. And back in Leicester, our order of fake designer sportswear is ready for collection. Mr. Singh is proud of his Adidas rip-off. He's made 157 in red, black and grey.
I asked him to do that, great.
Then he shows us our Umbro, indistinguishable from the real thing.
Seb is busy today.
Yeah, it's working.
Mr. and Mrs. Singh, Roger Cook, Central Television. So this is where you make your counterfeit goods, is it?
Sorry?
This is where you make your counterfeit goods. The Umbro goods that we, or our undercover man, ordered from you. These are all counterfeit goods. You're breaking the law, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, don't know we are new.
You do know. Listen, you're making yourself look extremely silly because we've been filming you for some time and you admit on film we already have that you know this is illegal. These are snide goods.
Yeah.
Back on the rain-soaked Scottish coast, our tasty deal with the Campbells is coming to the boil.
What do you need now, Lon?
David Campbell is satisfied with our goods and tells his money man to finalise the deal. Our hidden camera catches him counting out the £25,000 he's brought to settle up. One of their two vans is backed up for the exchange. And the first of the boxes of bent gear are unloaded. But the Campbells will be going home empty-handed.
What are you guys doing with all this hooky gear, eh? What are you doing with all this hooky gear, Mr. Campbell, that you've just bought? You've just bought that's being transferred into your wagon. You know who I am. I'm Roger Cook from Central Television. You're buying hooky gear. You're buying counterfeit goods. You've offered to deal in stolen cars.
Who?
You have. We've been filming you for weeks.
I see you're retiring. Big
We have. I'm not retiring.
well, you should retire. Get away the out of that stuff. That's your head case, you the Get that up from that van door
now. Come on.
Off from that van door. Hey, off.
You've bought hooky gear.
Off you fucking gypsy, you. Out of this.
Who are you?
Off the Get rid of that. Get in your basket.
You haven't got an answer for it, have you?
What?
What you're doing with all this stuff, this illegal counterfeit goods that you have bought from us.
My wagon.
It's all been loaded into your van, that's why.
Got a van.
That's your van there. That's a hired van that you're using.
No, it's not.
And we can prove everything we say.
Goody, goody. You'll go to heaven, won't you?
No, I won't go to heaven, but you'll probably go the other way.
You'll go to heaven anyway. You make sure you will.
I'm going to heaven.
All nice guys go to heaven.
I see. You're going to assist me to get there, are you?
No. No, you're saying that, not me.
The gang had no real answers, only empty threats.
Good luck, Roger. May you have many good days. See you, David. Good luck.
But luck for the sodden Campbells has just run out. Our dossier on the counterfeit conmen is on its way to the police.
You'll go to heaven, won't you?
No, I won't go to heaven, but you'll probably go the other way.
You'll go to heaven anyway. You make sure you will.